Think you've experienced the best out of Chevrolet Corvette cars? Check out the new upcoming 2024 brand that will leave your mind blown. With a more powerful, swift, and upgraded specification, it has now made its way up to the best sports cars. Talk about the far more astonishing features thanks to technological advancement that just got better. The interior is like a flying jet. The exterior is like a glider with tires and a badging design. Stay with us till the end of this video as we dive into this spectacular creation. The C8 Chevrolet Corvette model is a generation that is mostly praised by many because of its magnificent capacities and features. Notwithstanding the cost, it can beat so many rivals in the industry and climb its way to the spotlight. It is a naturally aspirated V8 engine that helps cool your nerves even when driving. Also, there's an auditory chill behind the ears, plus a nice handling for easy control, even on rough roads. With this advancement, racing is living the joyful moment of life. Imagine having a car with easy rotatable handling and much horsepower to tap into and blast like a flying jet. That's more than anyone could ask for. Not only that, it can also transform into a grand luxury cruiser so that travelers can have an agreeable, smooth ride. With a cool coupe and convertible model with a lift-off top, you can feel the atmosphere over your head. Little history down the lane reveals that it all started with a C1 Corvette model, which was produced in 1953 and maintained its stance in the market till 1962. With its body style to be a convertible, it received a trio facelift over a 9-year run. Powered by a small block of V8, the original Corvette has a 4-speed paired manual transmission, which was quite a ride but still deficient. However, the second generation C2 Corvette came into play and was introduced in 1963 and kept in production until 1967. The first Corvette to bear the title Stingray. It was also said to possess the latest fastback coupe body style at that time with a rear window that is quite popular now. Unlike the predecessor, the C3 Corvette came with a blast. Although it still had a Stingray name, it was the first of all models to have multiple plate numbers created recently, including the ZR1, 7, and Luton. A 300 horsepower 5.3-liter V8 was standard, and a 430 HP 7.0-liter V8 was optional. However, the power rating in 1971 was lowered to accommodate more fuel with lead content even when reduced. The fourth generation came with a more stylish look in the year 1984 with a sustained small block V8, but then the discovery was that the power dropped to 230 horsepower till 1985, when output was increased to 230 horsepower. However, 1996 marked the end of the C4 Corvette production, limited to over 1,000 units as the Grand Sport name sprung up. Hence, from the 1997 to 2004 model years, the C5 Corvette made its shine with an evolutionary exterior and a new V8 small block that made a horsepower of 350 horsepower until the end of its production. With a stylish body that is more aerodynamic-like. The C6 Corvette showed up, which in history was the first model to lose the pop-up headlight. Under the hood was a 400 horsepower 6.0-liter V8, which could be mated to either a manual or automatic transmission. It is returned with a 6-speed manual of 505 horsepower 7.0-liter V8. In 2014, the C7 model was introduced after a delay of over 3 years, but hopefully, it marked the return of the strongest name. Compared to its predecessors, the car was characterized by a more evolutionary exterior design and off-squared taillights. In 2017, the Corvette Grand Sport model's first drive was described as home on a winding road, and the track came with a cost of ride comfort, which is when magnetic ride control was used. However, the track and sport modes speak the difference. The former gives a twitchy or nervous feeling, while the sport mode provides a balance. Finally, the Corvette moved to a mid-engine model, with a shift and change bringing enormous potential for higher performance. In 2020, when it was still new, it was called the Car of the Year, which provides a swift level of performance, great ride quality, and a quiet and comfortable cabin, which is quite thrilling. Chevrolet Corvette has been busy working on introducing this new hybrid Corvette E-Ray for 2024. Also, it made some updates to the entry-level species called the Stingray model. Aside from the soon-to-be-known colors, Corvette plans to have newly branded wheel designs and 5 more astonishing racing stripes colors. With a Stingray brand model like all Corvette models since 1956, The car's small block brand is recently accompanied by an up-mounted electric motor connected to a motor park of 1.9 kilowatt. Fortunately, the hardware increases 160 horsepower and 125 feet-pound of torque, adding up to a 655 horsepower and 595 feet-pound total output. The increased horsepower doesn't just increase the strength, but also adds more wheel drive to the vehicle. Its intelligent system knows and reads the road, making great changes to the grips and driving conditions, ultimately providing a smooth and enjoyable rider. The color ranges vary as of now. There are 14 exterior colors to select from, which include the brand new Riptide Blue, Seawolf Gray, and Cacti, as well as an optional model-specific electric blue stripe package. A unique Artemis characterizes the inside dipped color blend and corrected system to ensure the hybrid supportive powertrain is reviewed and all electric mode is triggered. Fortunately, it is cheap to run as it uses less fuel to promise a great ride than some of its predecessors. According to the Environmental Protection Agency website, the last 2023 Stingray model has a rate of energy over usage of 16 miles per gallon for a city drive, 24 miles per gallon on a highway, and a rating of 19 miles per gallon on a combined scale, meaning with a full tank, you can drive the car for over 350 miles. However, the Z06, compared to the C8, has a city drive rating of 12 miles per gallon, a highway rating of 21 miles per gallon, and when added, a 15 miles per gallon rating, meaning you could travel over 270 miles on a full tank. The C8 Corvette, like other roofs, its predecessors and successors, comes with an enticing warrant, which is of two categories. The bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, which covers the repairs, including the part interior and exterior, and labor for 3 years or 36,000 miles. And powertrain warranty for 5 years or 60,000 miles. Whichever you choose is sure a great cover, because alongside that is a first maintenance cover for its first customers, as well as other recalled related costs. With the date still being determined, Chevy says that the manufacturing process is about to kick off soon, and people are advised to start laying demand, because as soon as it gets to the market, like other Chery brands, it would take a lot of work to get a hold of. After so many years of development, it took only 70 years for the Corvette to have the status of the electric motor, as this is the first hybrid version of the 8th generation cars, and the first with an all-wheel smooth drive. So far, the journey of the 70-year creation of the Corvette, which took a debut at the GME's Motorama in New York City, has been well spent. To celebrate that, Chevy is offering a flagship sports car, its first hybrid gas-electric motor, as a makeover. We are quite excited about how this powertrain will perform. It might even be one of the models that Chevy would use to launch its sub-brand later in the future. But one sure thing is that the battery-powered Corvette is in production and cooking up fast. Later this year, when the sales and marketing begin, it'll start at $104,000 for the 1LZ Coupe and $111,000 for the 1LX convertible model, but be reassured. Production is said to occur in Kentucky at GM's Bowling Green assembly facility with a customer-oriented approach. Chevy promised to ease its customers into a world of better propelled propulsion with the new E-Ray C8 Corvette car model. Thank you for watching until now. Suppose you found some value in this. Stay tuned for more of our videos on car models and features.